Recently, I helped someone organize several bookshelves and piles on the floor of books. All those books are now organized on shelves. Someone who had seen the amount of books and the books on the floor and in piles asked how I got all the books on the shelves. And I let them know I'm a good organizer. And they said I should start an organizing business. To which I said, I already have. I help people organize their lives. I'm Linda. I'm a life coach in the United States, and I help people organize their lives. Let's get into some ways where I can help someone as a life coach. This might be if someone's facing a challenge or has uncertainty moving forward or has a vision or a goal that they want to reach. One of the first things I like to do as a coach is to really help someone define their vision or their goal. What is it that they really want? And awareness of that is often the first step to being able to make changes or move forward. The second thing that I help people sort out is if they have some kind of issue with their internal alignment. Maybe there's a part of you that wants one thing, but a part of you that wants another thing. You want to have your cake, but you want to eat it too. And so I help people who have that internal conflict, or maybe there's a thought or a belief or something holding you back from being able to make changes and move forward. There's neurolinguistic programming tools and other tools that I could pull out that sometimes help bring people into alignment so that they can pursue goals and their visions without that internal conflict. The third thing that I can really help people with is making a plan to work towards their vision or goal. Is there realistic options? Are the options that you're generating actually good for you and the people around you? I can help you sort all that out, and we can maybe even figure out if you want to create more resources for yourself. Working with a life coach like myself is not going to stop challenges from happening. Challenges in life are still going to come. What working with a life coach is going to help with is your resiliency, your ability to handle challenges, and the resources that you have as you work towards your vision and your goal. It's always nice to have those people that believe in you and are helping you move forward. So let me share a couple ways where I've done some reorganizing in my life. One is changing all my clothes from a mix of natural and synthetic fibers to all natural fibers. We're talking hemp, linen, cotton, silk, wool, alpaca, but all natural breathable fibers. I had some internal conflict doing this because the clothes that I had collected had specific purposes for giving massages or teaching Pilates or doing physical therapy or going to church or volunteering. And I thought getting rid of all my clothes kind of meant giving all that up. But that was a belief that I had to change. Everything I've learned still up here. I'm still doing Pilates, it's just in natural fiber clothing. And so I had to update that belief that what I wore equated to what I could do in the world, because that wasn't true. A second thing that I did was I scanned all my college notes, which I have 4 different college degrees, into a digital format. Now I had concerns about switching things from paper and then getting rid of them and then having just the sole digital format. But scanning the notes ended up being an enjoyable experience of reviewing everything that I learned in college as I scanned each page one at a time. But also, I was worried that because I wouldn't have the physical copy anymore, I wouldn't be able to help friends study or learn or loan things out from my library to clients. But what I've been doing is taking all that information that I scanned and making condensed resource sheets when it's appropriate to share with clients. So I've been turning it into educational material, which is easier on clients for the most part, to have something that's shorter than an entire notebook to work through. So it turned out that switching clothes and scanning my college notes made my world better and lighter. But I had fears and concerns and thoughts to work through about what is my goal and vision actually? Why am I doing this? What are my options? And how can I align with where it is that I'm going, doing these things and making these changes? So those are ways where coaching and these kind of coaching models really help me work through all those feelings and thoughts that I had about making this change. Sometimes when we need to reorganize our lives, we like where we are, but we know that we need to grow. And sometimes life presents challenges that require us to grow, even if we aren't really sure that we're ready for that growth. So I hope sharing two of the ways where I have reorganized my life, my wardrobe, and scanning my college notes helps you think of major changes. Maybe you need some courage or want some support from a life coach to help you work through changes in your life as well. I offer life coaching throughout most areas of the United States. If you're interested in more information, do reach out. And I hope everyone lives well.